Good evening, everyone. It's Hwanseung News, 31st of July, 2023. How are you doing? Did you have a good weekend? It's been a very, very hot weekend indeed. I was in Ilsan to see my wife's cousins who were having a housewarming party. It went really, really well. And then going back into it today, it's just been really hot. I believe it's 35 degrees outside. And yeah, you got to make sure you stay refreshed. You got to stay refreshed because heat stroke is such a big problem that's going on there, and you really don't want to be beaten down by that, so please take care out there. Okay, let's get into it, guys. Okay, the first one here is we've got here the Korean doctors rake in sky high pay amid shortages here. Sky high. It's very, 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 very high right now. Okay, so we can see here I was just talking with some executives today, and they asked their junior how much the average salary is for a Korean doctor, and we're looking at about $25,000 after tax. Okay, so that's quite a lot of money per month. That's actually per month, guys. And what's actually happening is the Doctors Association is against increasing the quota of doctors there. Probably, I mean, you could make your own assumptions, but probably because they do not want a stem of new doctors coming in and diluting the doctor pool, and thus in turn their salaries indeed. Now, the same thing I heard was it actually happened with CPAs, chartered accountants there, certified public accountants there. Okay, so CPAs there, and they used to enjoy very high salaries, and then the floodgates were opened, and the quota was increased, and subsequently their salaries have gone down somewhat there. But yeah, look at this average here. Specialist earning 192,000 annually in 2020. Okay, and now the annual income of a self-employed doctor was 298,000 in terms of PPP terms as of 2020. The reason for the doctors earning more money as their counterparts is there appears to be a relative scarcity of medical professionals in the face of significant demand for healthcare services. Now, another good example is there. If you had two doctors, you had a brain surgeon and you had a skin dermatologist there, who do you think would actually earn more money? This is Korea, remember that. Yes. Okay, guys, you thought right. The dermatologist actually earns more money because there's more high demand for his or her services, whereas a brain surgeon who perhaps studied longer, spent more money on the tuition there, would be relegated to working for a public or a private hospital and unable to grow their business to meet the projected demand for brain-related kind of services there. So, I mean, you can be the judge. How highly do you value your doctor and what they do for you and your family? But yeah, they are making a very, very handsome income, and I believe that if things like telemedicine came into play, the market would be a lot more fair for the patients and the consumer, and it's something I do hope that happens in the future coming soon. Okay. All right, our next one here, guys, is the battery stocks volatility leaves investors leaving them reeling, okay, panicking, okay. So we can go in here, we can see that the battery stocks volatility leaves investors reeling there. Now, we've got companies like EcoPro, okay, and they are basically powered by the demand for battery materials here. But if you have a look at their stock price, guys, it's been on a roller coaster here. Look at this for the last 6 months there. It's just up and down. Had a big drop last week. In general, it is going up there, but I do feel this is almost as bad as coins, cryptocurrencies there, because it's a lot of speculation. If we have a look at the 5-year pattern here, look, it was a 24,000 stock based in 2018, and now it is how much? 1.2 million won. Okay, so where is all this feverish demand coming from? You can be the decider of that, but there's a lot of speculation going on. I just feel this is a huge bubble, a very, very big, dangerous bubble that'll probably pop, soon, and there's going to be a lot of fallout coming from it there. So, yeah, it seems to be a trend of battery stocks, Korean battery stocks that are doing well on this, but they are up and down. So I would like you to exercise some caution when you are looking at these kind of things, these stocks to invest in. Okay, very good. All right, well, let's go into here. the Koreans embrace, okay, bumper size products, okay, bumper size products you can see here is here, okay, bumper size food packages are growing more popular as Koreans want value for their money amid soaring inflation or simply try to fill the emptiness inside. Look at this one here. This is a jumbo size doshirak ramen. Okay, this one's a one that has I think it's a parinbun, I think for that one there, 8.5 servings per pack. Long lines formed in front of some convenience stores, and they're being even resold in flea markets. So Dunkin' Market there for a hefty markup, almost like a collector's item. It is quite unique, isn't it? Having a jumbo size one. This would be great for a camping picnic or something. There, you pull this out and you're able to feed a lot of people for quite less. You know, Starbucks released a Trenta size. Okay, Trenta size. I'll just give you a quick preview of that. It's Trenta size Starbucks here. Let's have a look, and you can see here the Starbucks size for Trenta. Okay, it's a 1 liter thing. My wife actually got a Trenta size menu in the weekend. So far, I know that Starbucks Korea is only offering this in tea and aids so far, not yet coffee. But you can see here from this picture how much of the average stomach it actually fill. Your average stomach is about 900 milliliters, and a Trenta will go into that just enough there. Mind you, it's not the biggest size. Look at this one in America. Okay, we've got a cento size. Okay, so that is about 3 liters. 3 liters of fluid there. Okay, again, big in America, everything big size there. Mike, would you like to try this drink? I mean, it's quite huge, and that's a lot of coffee there. You probably wouldn't be able to get to sleep like that, but yeah. Otogi recently introduced a noodle package that is 1.6 times bigger than the standard product, while Lotte came out with a bumper-sized choco pie, so everything the big size. I went to Ashley Queen's today, a buffet in Cheonggangi for lunch, and yeah, definitely I can see that buffet trend is also becoming more popular again these days as well. When the money's tight, people are looking for value for money. They were largely shunned during the pandemic when people were going training and they weren't able to go to restaurants there. But my, have the tables turned. People looking for bang for your buck. They're looking for value for their chonon. Okay, how much food they can get for that. So yeah, I mean the same thing is going on at Costco and Emart traders as well. Okay, they're enjoying a huge surge of popularity from people going there and getting big size portions of food and groceries there to really make that grocery bill go the full mile and get your full value from it there. Okay, all right. Now we're going on to Vietnamese here. Vietnamese tourists emerge as the big spenders in Korea. This is largely due to the Chinese still being prohibited to travel to Korea in large numbers, okay? But they are coming to Korea and they are spending a lot of money, okay? They are spending a lot of money here, so yes, they are coming, and they right now they're the most spending tourists, okay? There's a year-on-year increase of 358% of foreign tourists excluding Vietnamese. Vietnamese there spiked at 468% from the year before. Okay, so that's looking at a large size of them there. Where are they traveling to? Seoul, Jeju, Gyeonggi, Busan, Jeolla province there, and they are spending a lot of money. So yeah, I mean, what's popular? I guess I heard that health and health and food items are very popular there, as well as cosmetics and stuff. And they are enjoying the amount of blogs. There's definitely a lot of blogs going on where they can find good information and tips and pointers of what to go and buy in Korea. So yeah, you probably see them a lot. I'm always at Hyundai Gonsol Monday to Friday doing my executive classes in person, and I see a lot of Southeast Asian tourists there shopping and enjoying the so-called matjib, the tasty restaurants, the famous restaurants there, and doing their shopping in Myeongdong and there. It's a relatively nice course because it's all within walking distance. You start with a Namsan, maybe a hike up to the top of the mountain, come down to Myeongdong, go up to Samcheongdong and enjoy a nice coffee or a traditional meal, come up to Anguk station there and go souvenir hunting and some more delicious delicacies that you can be enjoyed. So all within walking distance, it makes a lot of sense for them. to come shopping there. So yeah, that Vietnamese dong, looking for the Vietnamese dong. Okay, there's a big spenders going on. Okay, now this last one, guys, here. The Korea-US interest rate gap widens to record a record high after the Federal Reserve rate hike. And you can see here that the gap now has gone from 5.25 to 5.5. We're still on 3.5% in Korea. However, I do notice that the long-term projected interest rate, there's not too much of a difference right here. I mean, Korea seems to have got inflation under control quite well. And the US is still chasing that magic number of 2%, but I don't believe they would start hitting that until the beginning of the first quarter next year, possibly even later. But it is making it is affecting the currency rates there, and the US dollar is kind of feeling that effect, in particular compared to the Korean won. Whether or not there could be an external shock, that's what I'm kind of seeing on the horizon. Some external shock, some kind of development in the Ukraine-Russian war, or perhaps even a China trade war escalation with the US, perhaps something in the Taiwanese Strait, something externally, a geopolitical event I feel could throw this all into turmoil. So you have to tread very, very cautiously. And especially, I'm just going to give you a bonus headline here. Look at this one. Koreans borrow again to invest in stocks. What's that telling you? What's that telling you? Koreans borrowing money to invest in stocks again. The market has regained confidence. The market has regained confidence, and they're looking to invest. I just hope there's no painful persons, painful people that maybe they could suffer financially by seeing a loss in their value of their assets. Okay, whether it be real estate, whether it be bonds, whether it be stocks. I just don't agree. Borrowing money to invest, especially in liquid assets like stocks, is a very smart idea. You have to be very, very prepared mentally that if you lose that money, or if the value of your investment does go down, you have to be prepared to live with the consequences there. So, yes, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Whatever Jerome Powell of the Federal Reserve says, it does have a big effect on the global markets, and his words do carry a lot of weight. So you notice he's been very laconic. He's been very laconic with his with what he says and with his press releases. So it could be a good time to get into the market for some stocks. It could take a while for most of them to recover, but generally you could see when the market is entering a bull market, consumables start going first. I'm talking about things like coupon, people doing more online shopping for daily necessities, shampoo, those kind of things there. When those basic fundamental stock markets, those basic fundamental items start picking up, you'll probably recognize that we are indeed entering into a bull market cycle. Okay, guys, that was the 31st of July, 2023 Hwanseung News, your daily Hwanseung News. Okay, where you can come here for all the daily updates on things that are happening in Korea and related to Korea around the world. Once again, I just like to remind you that yes, we do transfer transport, we transfer countries, we transfer jobs, we transfer money, we transfer knowledge and insight. Hwanseung, we transfer everywhere. We do it all the time in our lives. Okay, I'd like to thank you for your continued support. And feel free to share with those around you. Every day I come and I will do this at the same time. Again, the amount of subscribers is not my goal for this channel. It is to get exposure, okay, for the bigger picture that I've got planned for next year. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.